Let's start off with pastel analysis. On the political side, there is a ETA policy that is an additional barrier to entering the UK. On the economic side, there is inflation and rising oil prices. Socially, there is a travel seasonality and also Gen Z travelers who prefers more affordable destinations. Social media boosts tourism engagement, and legal protections ensure refunds during weather disruptions. However, storms can threaten island travel, and rising demand for sustainability is reshaping traveler expectations.
Now let's analyze IST's position using Porter 5 forces. First, competitive rivalry is moderate to high with growing competitions from regional provider and booking platforms. New entrants are also a moderate trade, especially through tech-driven bundles and digital platforms. Supplier power is moderate. IST relies on key accommodation and digital marketing partners. However, buyer power is high. Customers can easily switch based on price, location, and convenience. Lastly, the trade of substitutes is high, with popular alternatives like Cornwall and the Isles of Wight offering similar experiences without extra transport. To remain competitive, IST must lean into conclusivity, trust, and sustainability.
This is internal analysis using 5Ms. Their in-house strength is people, an excellent marketing team with highly experienced manager. But to win the young generation, they might have to add a creator who specializes in short-form video. As assets, they own a high engagement database, but their website still speaks to families, not young travelers. They have good transport options, but the discount bundles for young budget travelers are limited. IST itself is formally dormant, which could justify assessing the wider group. Revenue is climbing, yet a new vessel debt kicks in from 2026 that indicates the necessity for yielding revenue in season rather than long-term brand work. Regarding minutes, they have already optimized the seasonal demands.
This is competitive analysis. Direct competitors are for the UK market and indirect competitors are for Europe. Wilderness Scotland and Isles of Wight of Rabbit Tour provide similar travel experience with IST. However, their brand awareness is higher than IST according to Instagram followers. Celtic Dip and Tempe Boat Trips Instagram followers are lower than IST. However, they are much experience-based tour company. Next, these are popular tour companies in Europe. Mostly, their brand awareness is way higher than IST and using diverse social media platforms. However, since the company size is big, their product type is relatively simple and classic.
Tourism drives the Isle of Scilly's economy, contributing up to 85% of total income and over 60% of employment. Visitor trends are seasonal with growing interest in off peak travel. Economic pressures are shifting spend habits, which tourism generates £24 million annually for Cornwall, which is vital for local businesses on the island. It faces both promise and pressure. Improved transport and infrastructure aim to boost access, while environmental protection and demand sustainable tourism. But climate risk, housing strains, and seasonal employment pose real challenges, making innovation and community driven tourism key to long term resilience.
Moving on to SWOT analysis, our Sicily Travel has a rich marketing resources, a professional marketing team, and a near monopoly on access to the Isles of Scilly. However, they have less emphasis on youth travel, limited offer, and low brand awareness compared to competitors. Also, the high travel costs really deters Gen Z travelers. For opportunities, there are European markets that are increasingly value sustainability and low density destinations. However, there are also a new debt service that's starting in 2026, strong competition from alternative UK destinations, and also ETA policy that introduces friction in travel. Next is TOES analysis. To boost sustainable tourism, we'll bundle green travel packages and work with eco-friendly brands, reduce ETA frictions with multilingual guides, and attract youth through standby deals and flexible payment options. The three SMART objectives are to increase customer engagement, brand awareness, and bookings from customers aged 18 to 35 within 12 months.
The Isle of Scilly are driving growth through a bold four-part strategy. First, market penetration. It boosts booking with seasonal offers, partnerships, and referrals. Second, product development introduces new experiences like stargazing tours, local workshop, and augmented reality nature walks. Third, and most notably, market development zeroes in on young independent travelers aged 18 to 35, offering wild camping, digital detox retreats, and music nights to attract a new wave of adventures. And fourth, through diversification, they tap into education tourism, leadership retreats, and climate focused events for long term resilience.
To effectively position Isles of Scilly travel, we start with the primary market, UK-based young travelers aged 18 to 35. This group includes eco-conscious adventurers, digital detoxers, and weekend wanderers. Primarily student, young professionals, and early-stage families. They are mostly located in urban centers like London, Bristol, and Exeter. Their travel behavior focuses on short breaks, sustainability, and meaningful off-the-grid experiences. Internationally, we focus on young travelers from key outbound markets: Germany, the Netherlands, France, North America, and Australia. This audience includes backpackers, digital nomads, and study abroad students. They are typically drawn to slower travel, nature-rich destinations, and authentic cultural experiences. They often stay longer, combine Sealy with other UK stops, and rely on digital discovery platforms to plan their trips.
Dave is an high-earning investment banker from Exmouth. He travels for nature, adventure, and avoids crowds, books online, shares on Instagram, and he favors eco-friendly traveling. Catherine is a 27-year-old freelance photographer that seeks for scenic landscapes and wildlife encounters.
This is marketing mix analysis. Product is transport plus the destination itself. Scilly is part of the experience they offer. Promotion includes social website, onboard magazine, and CRM to keep repeat and lookalike customers warm. Prices sit in the premium tier. A 5% rise is scheduled as well. Residents get exclusive fares and loyalty perks, and bookings can be done through the website. And in terms of people, the marketing team just won Business of the Year 2025. As a process, the booking system is functional, but the site speed lags based on LCP and INP, and the new vessel will let us introduce online check-in and smoother boarding. These are the recommendations based on the seven-piece analysis: product extension to appeal to younger travelers, unique positioning as unexplored destination for youth, referral discount, and enhancing presence both online and offline. In addition, it is also recommended to recruit Scilly ambassadors from students, improve website UX, and utilize Seabreeze signature scent diffusing on physical touchpoint.
This is first yes of positioning. IST displays three main travel options and travel information clearly with visual elements and well-organized format. It provides authentic, locally based island experiences. Also, it has transparent compensation policies and fares. IST uses same logo, blue and white colors everywhere to evoke images of island and ocean, also trying to position travel as experience through using phrases such as adventure. IST provides exclusive access to the Isle of Scilly, which can give high competitive advantages. We are going to position IST as experience-based tour company with high brand awareness.
For tactics, we use the RACE framework. These are the suggestions in the reach stage. The first category is social media, including enhanced UGC, recruiting student ambassadors from universities in the UK, utilizing Spark Earth and TikTok search SEO, and influencer outreach, mainly focusing on unique nature activities such as island hopping. A second category is online presence using such PPC. The third category is physical presence, which includes programmatic DOOH takeover of London and Bristol commuter hubs and pop-up booths at universities in the UK. This is a mock-up of DOOH in station.
To turn interest into action, I love silly travel. Can use interactive tools like a plan your island getaway quiz, boosting engagement and lead capture. Pairing this with real visitor storytelling like solo adventures or family retreats to build emotional connection and inspire more bookings. Social media drives engagement through reels. polls, and quizzes, turning viewers into travelers. Posts featuring diverse creators boost interaction by over 20%, while hashtags like silly escape and comments prompt spark conversations and clicks. Inclusion and interactivity are key to standing out. Some examples for social media posts could be pack smart, pick your island, and dive into hashtag silly escape or your adventure starts here. Video content is key, like highlighting island beauty, fairy tips, and real traveler stories to inspire action. Meanwhile, SEO optimization blogs like hidden beaches or 3-day versus 5-day itineraries guide decisions and boost discoverability, turning interest into bookings.
This is Convert. First, for social media campaigns, using CTA buttons and booking link stickers on advertising. Also, using formal strategy and offering limited time discounts. And creating personalized IST boarding pass and promote with it on social media to induce customers to book the ticket. This is the mockup of personalized IST boarding pass. For website and booking tools, creating web banners to promote booking for younger generations and create a short quiz-based tour recommendations and gamified silly ticket gacha on website. Also, for younger generations, implement BNPL payment system ensuring social proof of travels regularly. It's silly ticket gacha mockup on web page. Using influencer marketing with exclusive discounts to induce booking, and using Pinterest advertising and Google Performance Max campaign as well. For the product offering, launching bundle packages for youth travelers.
For Engage, we recommend Tag Post and Win Challenge and live streams on Instagram, birthday treats and insider discounts through email. Here is a mockup for the Tag Post and Win Challenge.
Now we're moving to action part. Here's a timeline of campaign execution. Our Gantt chart outlines key activities and their durations from influencers outreach and TikTok content setup to blog writing and referral tracking. This phase approach ensures setup actions are completely ahead of the campaign launch, with tactics scheduled across Q1 and Q2 for maximum visibility during peak planning months. The setup phase includes clearly defined actions for each tactic. For example, UGC challenges require contest rules and sourcing prices, while the OOH pop-ups involve creative planning and space negotiation. Referral systems, email automations, and quiz tool are all prepped in advance to support seamless execution. This structured setup ensures tactical alignment with our strategy and KPI. Well, the total campaign budget is approximately 147,908. The highest spend areas include influencer outreach, Spark ad, and DOH activations, all aligned with Gen Z media habits. Lower budget tactics like quiz, birthday emails, and postcard campaigns support retention and loyalty. Each line item is benchmarked against industry average and justified with project return. Now moving to the last part, the control part. Forecasted outcomes align with our campaign goals. Every tactic contributes to a measurable outcome, awareness, engagement, and conversion. Finally, we calculate a strong projected return with an expected return of £750,000 against our budget, which is 147,908. The campaign forecasts an ROI of 407%. That means for every £1 spent, IST generates approximately £5.07 in return. This proves the campaign is both strategically targeted and financially viable. Lastly, the slide outlines key KPIs across awareness, booking, and engagement. Each tactic is paired with measurable goals like TCR, video completion, or repeat bookings. Track monthly or quarterly to ensure campaign effectiveness. Thank you.